Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prof and we're back here for our ATS career mode save with the Custard Haulers USA. And we are in Colby. We have some propane gas on the back of our truck and we are going to be taking this all the way across the north part of Kansas State into Missouri and dropping it off in the town of Maryville, not Marysville, Maryville. And in doing so, we'll go through the last two cities that we haven't visited just yet. Let's have a look at the route we're going along. So we're going to be coming up onto this part of the route. We have not been up here at all. There's a photo op to pick up. And we'll be coming through Phillipsburg, through Marysville, and then through St. Joseph, up to Maryville, which is up in the top left part of the state there. So it should be something a little bit different. Not sure quite what this will look like in comparison to some of the stuff we looked at a bit further south, but I think what we might have is quite a nice drive here. It is 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, so we are just going to see the sun rise as we sort of come out here. And there we go, we're out, we've got the lights on. A few things that we're going to be talking about today. So I am getting this video out right now because not very far away we will have the release of Iowa, and that's going to be coming out, I think it's on the 10th of July. We will definitely be picking that DLC up and we'll be having a good look at it, and I should have a video out on the 11th of July looking at a first look at Iowa. So this is going to put us right next to the border, which should be good. But it's been a busy day for or a busy period if you are an ATS or even an ETS fan, because not only is Iowa coming out, but there's also been the 1.55 update, which was released a few days ago, I think on the 5th. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about around there, including some bits that I didn't know was coming out there. So I think that's going to be exciting. First of all, we're going to do a bit of a time lapse. This should be a good one because at the minute we can't see anything around. It's going to be a bit rubbish, but we'll see the sun start to rise over the plains here in northern Kansas. I think this should be a really pretty one. I think the weather looks pretty good. So I'm going to disappear away and I'm going to just let you enjoy this, folks. We're going to be taking a left not too far away. I think that heads us up towards that northern road. So let's get on with it. I'll see you in a bit. Right, folks, you might have seen that spectacular bit of driving. I took my eye off the road for a second, and there was a corner, and yeah, that was interesting. I got completely, just went straight off the side of the road, going way too fast, and then got my lorry of propane as we're coming into Phillipsburg, get smashed into by the truck, but it didn't explode, thankfully. So there's a little bit of damage to the trailer, but I don't think it's too bad compared to what that might have been. It was just, oh dear, that was a bad one. That was a bad mess. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that drive with the sunrise and everything. I thought it was very, very pretty. These sort of northern plains of Kansas are, there is very, very little here, as we can see here in Phillipsburg. This is sort of right in the middle of nowhere. This looks really nice, but there was very few trees. There was pockets of them here and there, but not a lot else in other places. So yeah, it was fun to kind of see that. So something there on the right. What's that? Oh, that's a road down that way. So we're going to carry on now out of Phillipsburg, which will be the penultimate city that we've got to hit, which would have been what we needed to get the Sunflower State. But this gives me a nice little option to talk a bit about some of the things that have changed in 1.55, the update. Some of these things I really was not expecting. I knew there was going to be some changes. I don't really know if that's a hidden road. I'm not on a hidden road hunt at the minute, but I knew there was going to be some changes that maybe I didn't expect. And we know about the driving proficiency, the driving academy, and if you are wanting to see what that's about, I've already done the first video, and that's been released a couple of days ago in ETS, looking at ETS2, looking at that, which is a little bit different, but same sort of rules apply. So hopefully it will be something that will be useful for you. But yeah, that was really, really, really fun, the first couple of chapters, and I'm looking forward to doing chapters 3 and 4 in that. We also had other bits and pieces like the update to the mailbox, the change to the way that loading occurs in the game. So we see a tractor just driving past us there. Love they've got tractors out here, as well as a bunch of other little things. I think there's been an update or a new type of farm machinery vehicle that has been released for the DLC. What's it called? I forget what the DLC is called. Farming machinery update, DLC update, and that's the windrower. I think I mentioned that one before. But one of the things that I had noticed, which was a little bit surprising, is the change to achievements. Now, I thought this might only be occurring in ETS2, but no, there is changes here. So they changed what they look like, that's fine. But one of the things I have noticed is that they've changed actually the details of some existing achievements. So you might well have noted that some of the achievements that you have almost completed, all of a sudden after 1.55, it's suddenly given you a bunch of these. So a lot of the achievements where it's cities cities within a region. So for example, the Sunflower State, you had to go and visit all of the cities. Well, that's been reduced down to, in this case, 10. Wherever there's been a number of things that you have to collect, those have been reduced to, I guess, make it easier to collect, maybe, I don't know, but it means that when I switched on the thing today, I instantly picked out the Wheat State Explorer, which is now you only have to visit 7 cutscenes instead of, I think, 12. That feels a little bit sad. Is this one? I think that one might go. This is going to be where they're adding the new DLC, and could go down and have a look, but we're not going to. This. Oh no, that's Nevada, isn't it? Sorry, not Nevada. Nebraska. Close. Now this is where we are coming at Iowa. We're a little bit further along. So yeah, I picked up that, and also picked up the Sunflower State, where you only need to get 10 cities now. As well as Gold Fever, where instead of 3 cargo deliveries to quarries, you do need to do just 1 in Nevada. That's where I had Nevada in my brain. So yeah, they've really kind of made a lot of the achievements much easier. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I feel I liked that those achievements made you go and visit all of the cities. I thought that was kind of nice. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you feel a little bit frustrated? Oh, crop dusting going on. Yeah. What do you feel that's a disappointment to you, or do you not really care? Is that, I guess, if you're not an achievement, someone who looks to complete achievements, then you that's probably not going to be an issue. But if you do like going for achievements and you've been working towards them, like I've been working towards this one in Kansas, and then we just get given it because they've changed the rules a bit. I don't know. I don't really like that much. So yeah, that's one of the things they've done. They also, and this is another thing I wasn't aware of, in Nebraska, they have added a little bit more content in that DLC in the northeast. Presumably that's to link it up with Iowa. So there's a few roads gone in. So US 20, US 75 and US 81 have all gone in, as well as the city of Laurel, which has also gone in. So there is a little bit more content to look at in Nebraska if you haven't done that already. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. A little bit annoyed that I wasn't able to do the Sunflower State achievement today, because that's what we'd be doing. So I think I'm just going to call this episode Sunflower State to give me my, thought that I actually managed to do it. But I'm enjoying this drive on this northern road. It is very, very nice. Look at that big brown river there. And we're probably not that far out to Marysville. So what I'm going to do, I think, folks, is I'm just going to turn my face off for a second. We'll drive into Marysville. We'll take a photo of that and have a little look round there. And then we'll probably have another time lapse going the final part of the journey. So the full journey was 389 miles and 7 hours 42 is how long it's going to take. We were about halfway now, as you can see. Right, folks, I will see you in a little bit when we get into Marysville. Folks, here we are coming into Marysville. It's going to be another pretty small town. We're not that far away from Kansas City, but there's some nice big rivers sort of coming through here. It looks really, really nice. We've got a photo up that we're going to have got on the right. I'm not sure what that's about, but we'll certainly have a look. It's the Black Horse. Is that Lloyd's then? I didn't think Lloyd's was a global bank. Maybe I'm wrong. Look at that on the left side. How cool's that? How grand is that, folks? Wow. Must be some building of some note. So, little question. I'm just driving around down the road there, and in the centre of the road there was 3 lanes, and the central lane had double yellow lines on both sides of it. So is that basically a lane that can be used by either lane going forwards or backwards to overtake? Is that its function? Let me know that, because I was just a little bit confused by what that was. I mean, double yellow lines in the UK basically means you cannot overtake, but is it meaning something else? So we've got, looks like a little bit of a churchy church thing going on the right. And that is the Historic Courthouse and Museum. Very nice. Let's take a photo. Don't know which one of these we're going to use for the thumbnail, but ooh, we're going to get through there. Just about. Just about. Right, as you can see, we've got 116 miles to go, 2 hours, 19 minutes to get there. We've gone through, I think, our final location in Kansas. We will be heading over the border in Missouri pretty soon. And then we've got to go through St. Joseph, and then we'll go north to Maryville, not Marysville. Bit confusing, I know. Yeah, not long at all to go, and then hopefully, because we will be in Missouri, we'll have an interesting parking job. You're going right there, that's fine. Ooh. Yeah, well, it's interesting because looking at the lines there, so I thought the line where it's solid meant you can't overtake, but where it's hatched like we got there, you can overtake. So that's on either side. I don't know. Maybe that was just a weird bit of ground, and I misinterpreted it. Ooh, I wonder what that was. That's the city cemetery. I'm not sure that was anything exciting, but you know, we could have potentially gone there. The cemetery. Right, let's have a look at the map. It's probably not that far to go, just 97 miles to get there. I'm going to turn off my face and we'll drive into Maryville, and we should then have a relatively easy job of going from Maryville to somewhere in Iowa, which is a relatively small state compared to Missouri. It's about, about 2/3 of what Missouri is, but I think we've got the same amount. You are not getting past me. There's the same amount of towns in there, so it's all going to be a little bit more compact. Anyway, see you in a sec. Right, folks, we are in the final drive into Maryville. Just 8 miles to go, and it's just going to be up here on the right side, I believe. It's been an interesting journey. We got caught by the police when trying to overtake a truck at probably not the best time, so that was a bit annoying. Oh, it's on the left side there. Jesus, I just about slowed down in time. I need better brakes on this thing, otherwise we might have given that guy a little bit of a shunt. But yeah, we got caught by the police. But then that made me notice that on the right side, I swear we started off with a lot more money than 21 grand. I swear we did. I swear we were like 40 grand. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but where's all that gone? It's slightly concerning that our cash reserves are dwindling. But we do, for this job, because it is propane, we are going to lose a bit because we got a bit of damage on the trailer, but we get $1,865 for this delivery, which is a pretty spiffing one, isn't it? A big old delivery. So that should help us financially. I'm going to have a little look. If we did start out at something other than something way beyond. Well, that's the loan instalment coming out. That's only 146. But if we started out with something a lot more than 21 grand, then I will let you know. I'll put a little comment on the screen just so you're clear whether we did or whether we didn't. Where are we going? We're going in. I think we're going in here. We're coming to the petrol station. This is a new one. Not been to one of these before. So we don't have a 90. So why don't we have that option? Interesting. Is that because it doesn't exist, or something's stopping me accessing it? Right, so we need to go over there, and I think we can do that quite easily. We can just go round the back here and then just slot ourselves in. Now, I've been really enjoying the driver proficiency thing in the drivers academy, because it's some really nice little scenarios in there which feel like this. I've not seen anything like this before. There we go. And we'll drop him off. We don't get any extra XP for the parking, but I guess it's an easy one. We get an excellent, despite smashing the back of the truck. We get an excellent, so I'm not going to complain. We're working towards level 8, not that far away from it. Nice load of XP there, 922. And we are set up beautifully now to go into Iowa. So we will see you sort of midweek sometime on the 11th, whatever day that is, to explore, have our first look at the Iowa map. We'll see what that looks like. I'm not talking about any of the achievements or anything like that just yet. I want to talk about those when the map is fully released. So make sure you join me in the next one, because we will be looking at this new DLC. Should be a fun one. We'll try and go all the way across the state as far as we can to maybe one of the most northerly of cities. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave us there. If you did enjoy that, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.